channel. If you are new here, my name is Misa. I live in the beautiful state of Colorado, and I consider myself a fairly new YouTuber. I started my channel, gosh, probably 3 years ago. Only uploaded just very minimally, and then about November of this last year, 2019, I just started to fully commit. So if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and let's just go ahead and get right into the video. I was recently browsing on Amazon and I picked up a few things. I mean, they have some of the most amazing prices. So I was really interested to try this new Revlon Glow Candid foundation. I have recently been fallen in love with the Revlon Candid, just the normal foundation. I have a review on this, and then in the review I said I probably wouldn't buy it again, but now it's really grown on me. So it just kind of goes to show you that your mind can change once you've used a product a little bit more. So I was really curious to see how this one performed, as well as there was this new highlighter. This is the Revlon Skin Light, the prismatic highlighter. I picked up this loose setting powder from Maybelline and another brow product. So today I'm just going to be using all drugstore products that you can find on Amazon, just, you know, for the convenience. And yeah, so let's go ahead and start the tutorial. I am just going to skip primer today. I used a serum on my face. Let's just go ahead and just hop into the foundation. So Revlon Candid Glow. This just sounds to me like it would be best to be used with a beauty blender, which is perfect because I have no clean foundation brushes. And I love the packaging of this, especially when it's full. When it starts feeling a little emptier, it feels a little, you know, more flimsy. But I'm just going to take that on my hand eventually. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got the shade 240, which is natural beige, and then ooh, I wonder if I went too light because I'm in 320 on this one. Oh well, we'll see. I'm telling you, I cannot get my shade right on Amazon to save my life. Okay. Crap. It's in my hair. It's in my hair, people. This definitely looks way too light for me. That's the one hard thing and one of the problems I do have shopping on Amazon. I tend to not be able to get a good color match ever. It's definitely lighter. Applying this with a beauty blender, I don't know if it's working out very well for me. It's just very patchy with the beauty blender. It just seems to pick up all the product. So maybe I will have to go in with a brush. We're gonna have one down here. Only used this one once before, so I don't feel too terrible about using it. I usually don't like reusing foundation brushes unless I've washed them. So I'm just gonna go in. This is the It Cosmetics number 110 buffing foundation brush. Let's see if that applies better with a brush. Yeah, it definitely does. It get more coverage. This is it seems to be like a very sheer coverage foundation. This isn't even a foundation review. So I won't give you too many details. I'll save the foundation review for another video, but those are just my initial thoughts. It's a very, very sheer coverage. The lightest coverage. Looks like completely on. Very light coverage. You can still see all of my freckles and just my natural skin, which, you know, is kind of nice. I wouldn't say this is buildable. I added more product on top of it and it didn't seem to stick. Definitely avoid the beauty blender. It does have a pretty luminosity to it. You can definitely see that it's a little bit more glowy. You would have to lightly set this down, but I wonder what it would look like in a darker shade. The shade isn't too bad for me. I didn't take it down the neck because with these white shirts, I'm not gonna risk it. Going in with concealer, one of my tried and true and one of my favorites also on Amazon is this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. It's a full coverage concealer. Definitely reminds me of Tarte Shape Tape, and my shade is 360 in Cashmere. And I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly highlight some areas. That I'm going to use a beauty blender. What's nice about this concealer is it is buildable, so if you are doing a more full coverage look, you can easily go in, build it up, and from my experience, if you set this concealer down, it does not crease. One more area I want to highlight is underneath my cheekbones. I do this all the time. I just feel like it takes no time at all. It adds that little indentation, just that little shadowing. Remember when I was about 22 years old walking the aisles of Walmart, I didn't wear foundation at the time, hadn't worn foundation in high school at all, and I just didn't wear foundation and it intimidated me. I remember growing up, someone had once said, hey, only wear foundation if it's a special occasion. And so that kind of stuck with me all through high school, early days of college. And it wasn't until I was 25 years old that I plunged and got my first foundation. And now I'm obsessed. I just remember walking those aisles in Walmart and thinking, I don't need foundation. What was I thinking? I didn't even think I needed bronzer at the time. Let's go in with this Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I have heard amazing things about this from several YouTubers. But the one thing I will say, when I ordered this online, I was looking for a translucent shade. They didn't have it, and I saw that they had this light shade. And when I saw this light shade, I was like, that is not light at all. That is a medium, that's medium. So we'll see how this works for me. I usually only use loose setting powder to set my concealer. A lot of times if you do colored setting powder like this, it can affect the finish of your foundation. So let's go ahead and see how this works. It's just so orange and pink. I don't understand how this is considered light. It's very finely milled, so I like that. But it just pulls orange. For the sake of this video, let's go ahead and set the rest of my face and just kind of see how it performs. I'm taking this big fluffy brush by It Cosmetics. It's scary doing this. Well, that's kind of nice because this foundation was a little light for me, so this will bring some more depth back into it. Okay. So that's what it looks like. I actually am really impressed with this formula. It seems really lightweight, really finely milled. So I feel like it dispersed really well, and it did help me out with that foundation color. Do you find yourself, I buy these like nicer shirts. This is like a bodysuit. What is it? Right? Sweatpants and a bodysuit. And I plan on wearing them, right? I never end up wearing them. Just because as a mom, I'm like, this is danger zone. This is danger zone, especially doing makeup, danger zone. One drop of foundation will ruin this shirt. But hey, I'm like, I'm gonna wear it for YouTube videos. The next step is bronzer. I'm going to be using this Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200. What I like about this bronzer is it's cool toned. It has kickback, which is one con about it, but it's really affordable. I'll have it linked down below. I'm just gonna take, I like to use a goat hair brush when I'm applying bronzer. This is the Morphe R10. And I just take a little bit of that. I'm just going to start doing some contouring. See, it does apply just a very nice wash of color. It's not orange, which I appreciate. There's really no scent, which I really like as well. So if you're looking for a drugstore bronzer, definitely pick up this one. I do feel like you have to do a little bit more blending. I was angry before, but I circled the drain in my mind. This adds the perfect contour bronzing shade, and then we can always warm it up with a blush if it's not pulling enough bronze for you. Another option you have is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. That definitely is very easy to blend. It's a little more expensive, but another great option that does have a tropical scent. I recently did a video on a drugstore starter kit recommendations. I'll have that link down below if you want to check it out. Just if you're, you know, you want to revamp your makeup kit, or maybe you're just starting out and you're looking for some really good products. I have recommendations for both dry skin and combination oily skin in there. I've been trying to master my nose contour, and this brush has really helped. This is the Morphe E47 brush. It just has like this really nice slanted angle, What I like to do is I go in with my bronzer and then I tap it off, and then I create the shape of the nose I want. So I just tap down the bridge on the side. You can kind of see, we'll be able to blend it out. We can add some translucent powder if it looks too bold. I go back in, a little bit of that product on the tip of my nose. Try to perk it up a little bit more, tie the bronzer together. Kind of gain some control over that. I'm going in with this brush again that I like to use with powder. I'm going in with this Milani pressed translucent powder, and I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup right here, make that line a little less obvious, and then of course down the center. I'm also going to take some of that Milani translucent powder and highlight underneath my eyes, try to brighten a little the eyes. I'm just going to put my blush and my bronzer in my crease. So I'm going in with that, not text message. What do you know? It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're having a one day only 40% off select glowing products. I'm just going in with a small fluffy brush. This is the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill JH35. Put that all over my crease. I love doing this if I don't have a lot of time. I'm just looking for a really monochromatic, seamless look, but it also looks like I kind of tried. You could even stop right here. See how it just kind of ties the bronzer together and not do any blush in your crease as well. Blush, I'm going in with this Fit Me by Maybelline blush in the shade Pink Rose, and this is gorgeous. I have been applying my blush lately with a bigger, fluffier brush, and this is the Morphe E3. And I just like to take that, tap some off, and really focus on my cheeks, bringing some color back in. My makeup routine, I mean, it hasn't changed in a really long time, so I apologize if these tutorials are very repetitive. What I love about this blush is it's really affordable. It's about $5. They have a lot of different colors. It applies, it's very buildable, so it applies really sheer. And if you're someone that's afraid of blush, this is a great starter blush for you because you'll be able to just slowly apply product without getting too pink. But I just love how it brings that color in. It really ties everything together. And I'm so obsessed with it that yes, we are going to go in the crease with the blush as well. And blush, it's also one of those things, you're not using a lot of product. And so if you just own one blush, that's really all you need. And I guarantee that one single blush will last you a good year or even more. You can kind of see the blush's true color better on the eyelids. It's a very light pink. It does look a little bit more powdery on the lids, but I really feel like it just ties everything together. Brows. Let's go in with this Maybelline Total Temptation brow, what is this, definer. This is amazing. This is my second one. I recently bought this a couple months ago, completely used it up. It's been my go-to. It's just a great, they only have 3 shades. That's one of the only cons, but it makes applying your brow so easy and flawless. I'm gonna show you how amazing this is. Because of the shape of the definer, it's just so easy to make quick work. I still use pretty short strokes. Can't get over. It's so easy to use. If you have brows that maybe you're missing more hair, you might not like this one because you're not going to be getting as many defined strokes. For the price, I think it just does a phenomenal job. It's a little under $6. With any brow product, I highly recommend setting it. A good option is this NYX Sativa Bear With Me Cannabis Setting. Well, it has the teeniest wand, so it does take a few pumps into the product. But it just really helps piece each individual hair out, and it can help lift them and define them, and it also helps to lock in the product. I love it. I have been so excited to try out this highlighter. So this is the Revlon Lights Prismatic Highlighter. It's a little bit more on the pricey side. I believe I paid $9 for this. It comes in a few different shades. The shade I got, oh, it's stuck. Okay, there we go. It's this beautiful gold and it's in the shade Twilight Gleam. My only worry is that it might be a little bit too much of a dark shade for me, but let's just see. I'm excited to see. I want to take that down at the bridge of my nose to just kind of help out my contour a little bit. The packaging is just stunning though. I love how it's pressed, like that wave. It's so pretty. And then let's bring that into the inner corner. The real test though is to see how it performs on the skin. So I'm going in with this big fluffy brush that I've been using for my blush. I just kind of really like the all over gleam. Let's see how that goes. Wow, I thought this was going to be too dark for me, and it's not. So without highlight, with highlight, it gives a wet sheen, which I don't have a highlight that really does that. Let's try this other side. Definitely say this is more of a natural highlight. I applied a lot of layers and it still doesn't look too much. So this is a great option. It does have a little bit of glitter, a little bit of shimmer, right? But it gives more of like that wet skin effect. I think this is going to be a great option, especially in the summer if you just want that like bronzy, oily, shiny gleam, because that's the look that it looks. And I haven't even done a setting spray yet. And with a setting spray, so a couple options. If you have more of matte skin and really want something that's going to make your makeup last a really long time, I have this Milani Make It Last. And then for a dewy look, this is the Milani Make It Dewy. With the foundation, because it's dewy, because of the highlight, and because of my dry skin, I really want to just go in with a dewy look. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. While that is drying, let's go ahead and go in with mascara. Guess which mascara I'm going to use? It's a new one, just kidding. It is the L'Oreal Double Extend. It has primer on one side and the product on the other. This is a tube-like mascara. And really build it up. This definitely builds up your lashes. I used to get eyelash extensions and thought I would never be able to live without them. But no, with this, I don't need lash extensions. I just don't. I like to work one eye at a time because I find that the black or the dark side works better if the white primer is still a little tacky. Almost done. I'm going to go in with the lips. This lip liner, this is the Makeup Revolution Satin Kiss lip liner in the shade Chauffeur. It's just a really pretty pink nude. Then lastly, I'm going in with L'Oreal Ferris Nude, one of my favorite lip shades, Drugstore. So this is the final product. I'm always really happy that, you know, it's just so easy to create these flawless, beautiful looks with affordable products. I'll have everything linked down below. As far as the foundation goes, I'll have to do a wear test on this foundation by itself to see. I'm still a little bit on the fence on this face powder. Like I said, I really like the mill of this, the feel of it. It's very lightweight. The shade is just a little off for me, but I'll just keep trying it out. And then really impressed with this highlighter. This is a great buy. I was so nervous to buy this because it was $9 for a drugstore highlighter. It's been great. I mean, it just gives you like this a beautiful sheen. So I highly recommend using that to apply it, and apply it with a big brush to just kind of give you that all over highlight. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.